Hey guys, Chris the Batman statue collector, and just going to kind of do a walk and talk today. It's been a minute since we've talked about some of these statues, um, but it is what it is. Obviously, one thing I absolutely love about my collection is all of the comic book pieces. As you guys know, that is where my passion is. Of course, I do have some movie pieces as well out here in the middle, but it is the comic book pieces that really truly speak to me. And the great thing is I love 1/3 scale, and I also have, of course, quarter scale here as well. This is kind of a hodgepodge section. This is going to end up being a little bit more of, there's going to be some prime 1/4 scale pieces. Obviously, I've got kind of my collage of characters here, all together looking really good. But obviously, this might kind of ebb and flow over time. I've kind of moved some of these around, and just kind of trying to play around with it. I put this Joker down here because I wanted this one up here next to that penguin. I think he looks really good next to him. I mean, look how good this penguin is. Seriously, Sideshow, keep on making these. They're so good. But anyway, you guys know that I have some 4 scale, obviously some 3rd scale still as well in terms of movie pieces like this one. But, majority are comic book based. This one is Arkham based, obviously, and I still consider her comic book, even though she is an Arkham piece, and this one is as well. But as you know, I've got a lot of different pieces here in my collection that I've added over time. Some obviously are a little dated at this point. Like I still would rather have a comic book Mr. Freeze and whatnot. But you guys get the idea, right? So what I was thinking about here is, with these Prime 1 pieces kind of dwindling down a little bit, like there's not as many that are going to be made. They're just slowing down because people are slowing down. They're not paying, they're not paying the high prices, for something like, this today. God, could you imagine how much this guy would be if he was, brand new today? He'd probably be around $4,000 probably, all in with shipping. But anyway, my thought is as I'm going to kind of transition to other companies, I'm still going to get my Prime 1s, obviously, but I'm going to definitely keep going, with my 1/3 scale pieces. So I've got, the idea of Legendary Beast. And really, my thought is to do mostly Legendary Beasts over here on this side, which means that I might, keep some of these up on top. I might move some down to the bottom. I know some people have asked, what are you going to put on these bottom shelves, Chris? I'm not in a big hurry. I'm not in a big hurry to put anything in those spaces, and that's okay, right? But I am excited about the the Tweeterhead 3rd scale bus, right? And I've said before how, like Prime 1 has these little busts, which are great, these little stands, which I really like. They're just, they're perfect to display. But obviously the Tweeterhead ones are much more substantial, right? And so even like this, like I still feel like even something like this looks good, but I feel like when you have a full torso bust, I think it's going to complement them really nicely, right? And so that's been my plan. That's been my plan to say, hey, I'm going to, maybe put Clayface right here, or put, you know what I'm talking about, like kind of intermix them between some of these statues, at least until they make a 1/3 scale. So Legendary Beast has said they're going to make a 1/3 Clayface. So I'm going to buy the Tweeterhead one, and then, eventually if Legendary Beast actually comes out with it, I'm going to buy the full 3rd scale statue, right? So then what do I do with the 3rd scales? Now I could intermix them like I was telling you, or my other thought is, I could do something like this, is like, make sure that all the quarter scales are up on one row, and then start another row, or maybe up top actually, maybe start another row of all 3rd scales. And because of the depth of this shelf, I could probably put like a little riser in the back, and then have, a row here, and then a row here. Kind of like I did with the Diamond Select bus. If you guys remember back in the day in the old room, I had the Diamond Select pieces. So I think that could look really nice, actually. But that was my question for today, really, is, do you think that I should intermix with what I have, or at least maybe for the time being, and then whenever, I get the larger counterpart, I put it back on the shelf? Or should I just start the back shelf with those characters? God, look how good Michelle Pfeiffer looks here, guys. Oh, what a statue. I know a lot of people are excited about the J&D, and it's awesome. But man, I'm super happy with this beautiful piece. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm thinking. I'm also still trying to figure out if I like this or not. I mean, a lot of people said to leave the movie pieces in here, which is, again, very possible. I might do that. I've been kind of considering getting the Catwoman bust, the life-size Catwoman bust, and the life-size Batman. But I'm like, ugh, do I spend the money? It's a lot of money. I would rather, I'd rather buy art, like there. I mean, just original art is really where my passion is right now. But I'm still the Batman statue collector. I'm not the Batman art collector, although I could probably change it to that at this point because this is all art. But my passion still is statues. It's just been a little bit of a slowdown right now, and I think you guys are feeling that as well. Delays and all of that good stuff. It's kind of frustrating. But regardless, this right here, the comic book pieces, comic book art, comic book artists, that is really where my true passion is at this point. And so that's where I'm going to continue to focus my collection. I might try to put some original art behind here, maybe black and white art behind there as I keep accumulating it. Although, these things are very expensive, and so something's got to give, which means I'll have to sell statues from time to time. I've been very good about saving my money, but at the same time, I don't have unlimited resources, so I've got to, pick and choose. I definitely have plenty of room. Like I said, I've got, tons of room here. Still got a few statues here and there. Obviously, I've got some down here as well. Got my headless huntress. Took her head off to adjust something. But anyway, that gives you guys an idea of kind of where I'm at. But I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys today about the busts. Like, do you like the idea of them being kind of intermixed with something? Oh, I was going to show you one more real quick. So this is probably the largest of the busts that I have. So this gives you a little bit more of an idea. But even so, like that Tweeterhead Batman, he was like this tall. He was really big. And so I think personally, sorry, just remembered I got that signed by Jason. It's going to have a lot more presence on these shelves than that will. But I also think they would look really cool all together. Imagine all the rogues over time. Just be awesome. So anyway, that's just kind of my update. Hope you're all enjoying yourself. Thank you for watching today. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And again, lots more content coming up, but I would love to hear your thoughts and advice on this. It would just mean a lot to me. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.